Man, you're like really bright. We don't want you that bright. Yeah, that'll work. Much gooder. Where am I? Perfect. Hopefully I can get up. Why is... Yeah, but... Okay, this is not what I had in mind. Good evening, Jalopy. How's the snow? I mean, how's it going? How's it going? Oh, we have to turn the volume down this critter. Yeah, we don't want that on there. Oh, we have to turn the volume down this critter. Yeah, we don't want that on there. We've been like snowed in here all day. And we've been like snowed in here all day. And there, that's better, I think. There we go. Now we got it. Sleet and freezing rain. Hey, Randy, what's up? Oh, I've been living in my shop. Jalopy says we mostly sleet and freezing rain here just north of Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of things going on all over. For the most part. Yeah, and I've been in the shop more than I really want to. Yeah, see now they're gonna. Oh, okay, there we go. Not exactly what I wanted, but it'll do. What are you guys up to? Hibernating? I had to try to get this closer because I had to change monitors, so that way when I look, it doesn't look so, We just figured we'd jump on here. Everybody just came in. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Inches of snow? Do you really want to know? I think I'm up to 19 inches. And your pipes are frozen? Randy, that's not good. I've been waiting for that to happen, but the only we have is a coal stove going, and it is ripping. In case we run out of power, no worries. Everybody just came in. I see there was 22 there. Wow, we lost half of them just that quick. I was going to say welcome to the Allgaiers Garage live chat. And we can't forget, well, it's time for me to get up. My sciatic nerve is, I don't know what I did. Probably shovel it. Regina, come. Come here, kid. Well, come on. Let's go. Gigi, come. Come on. Come here. There you go. Erp. She's been playing in the snow all day. So nobody's really got any snow yet? Daniel. Snow sucks. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I think they all are already, the many that are there. Daniel, we've been living in the garage. Yo, that's not very polite. You're on camera, Skip. Excuse you. We can pretty much live in the garage. Tommy came up, made a couple of passes with his plow because I've had my Kubota apart. Okay, you need to go now. You're starting annoying my video because I just reversed my fan on the tractor so the hot air like blows on me. Oh man, that sciatic nerve is bad. So I worked in that part of the day. It's not held for review. Who was bad? Somebody was bad. I got that done. Finally. Working on the Corvette, shoveling, organizing the garage, shoveling. Work on the Corvette, shovel. You get the point. It's just been shovel, 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 shovel. Like Tommy came up and he opened up the big part of the driveway, which is great. This is supposed to end at what? Midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. Daniel, how much snow do you have down there? My buddy has 19 inches. He lives in Palmerton, and he said he's down to 19 inches. Uh-oh. I'm trying to figure out who is just an inch. You suck. Why just an inch? I thought everybody was getting like the gods of Allah snowstorm. An inch. We can do it an inch. What? Damn it. Yep, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I wish. I lost 3 subscribers. Unfortunately. We got a video of doing a conversion on the car with the disc brakes. That completely went to crap. I have a video of working on a tractor. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next. You're north of the big snowstorm? Wow. You're lucky. All I know is I'm going to have tonight, all night tonight, and probably tomorrow to think about it because our trucks are not even rolling. Hi, Dell. What's up? Our trucks are not even rolling. They're locked down. They shut us down last night like, I don't know, mid-evening or something. And they said until they give us to go, stay home. I didn't want to hear that because I can't afford that. What am I going to do? Mother Nature has kicked our ass. She has opened up a can of whoop ass. That's what I'm saying. Luckily, Thunderjet Dooley is over at Cody's. He just did a steering box, repacked the bearings in the front. He's working on the back now. I lost track of everything he did, but I don't have time for it. So he's doing it. Good kid. Cody Burnett does all my side work for me when it comes to that stuff. Blue hamsters outside. White hamster I still haven't sold. Everybody's just playing on my beep beep over that. So what? So the motor makes noise. And the new hamster is in the garage. So all my Kia Souls are somewhere. I opened up the entire parking lot. The Thunderbird drag car is outside covered up. The other one's down below here covered up. I made a nice big spot for Tommy to come up and plow, and thank God he did. What a mess. Oh, that sounds good. Hot buttered rum. Hey, Trace, what's up? Yeah, that sounds good. I haven't had that in a long, long time. Everybody put their snow totals up here if they got any. I want to see them. I got to type mine in here so far. All I got to do is figure out how. Everybody type in their snow totals. 19. You got to excuse me. I'm not fast with this stuff. And I'm figure if this keeps going like it is, I'm going to end up with like 24 inches. There you go. There's mine. Till it's all said and done. It's disgusting. Like, it's going to take all day tomorrow just to dig this stuff out. Like, totally. Yeah, I don't see any inches up here. 24? Ouch. Wow. You can have that. "19 inches. 19 inches. Pomeranian is 19 inches. I wonder how much Dennis got. If it's still snowing in Southwest PA, we're going to still be getting snow for a while. Jamie's not on here yet. I don't know what he's getting, if anything. Mike was on Facebook this morning. Not Mike. Dennis from Twisted Mopar Garage. I haven't seen him yet. And he was showing pictures of the snow. Jamie from Rusty Metal Garage. I've been trying to call him for like over a week. Maybe I'll try tonight again when I'm get done here. He showed pictures of a Dustin. Kind of. It looked like an inch or two. I saw that this morning on, I think it was on Facebook. Maybe that was on Instabook. I don't remember. Or TikTok. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Randy. Snow and ice for sure. I've been seeing things on Facebook about Georgia Highway Patrol. The Upper Tennessee Highway Patrol. I think it was South Carolina also. They have regular things out there saying stay home, don't go out, and they're showing videos and they're showing pictures. Solid ice. Solid ice. They're showing pictures of the roads. It's like glass from one to the other. So they're like, y'all need to stay home. Is what they're saying. I've done it all day. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm sure the furnace is going to run out of diesel at some point. That had 30 gallons in. I don't know what it has now. That'll put a grinder in my thingy. Wonder where the kid is tonight. You're right. He's not on here tonight. He'll pop up. He usually pops up late. Of course, then again, he might think I was going on at 9 and it was actually 8. Say no to snow. Worst comes to worst, I can plunge it away. No. I did think about using that friggin' little leaf blower I got. Hey, come here. Regina, come. Come here. Get your butt over here. Come here, Skip. You gotta be more sociable, but don't be annoying. What? What's wrong with your batteries? I don't know. What's wrong with your batteries? What kind of batteries do you have? Hey, Indecisive Broad. I haven't seen you in a long time on here. What's up, man? Says it stayed south of me, and I finally had 2 days in a row of no snow. 28 inches on the ground after it has compacted. Dude, that sucks. Like, and I thought I had it bad. Right, kid? That sucks. What kind of projects you been working on? Said you haven't been on here since you said you were delivering that motor to Philly or whatever. I haven't talked to you since then. I have you in my phone number. I gotta give you a shout when I get a chance. Randy, if you're going, how many batteries have you gone through and how much the time span on that? They batteries last me for years. Look at that serious look. No, your breath smells like butt. You know that. It smells like butt. Yep. 28 inches after. I can't remember where you're at again. I don't remember your first name anymore. Indecisive Garage. There he is. There's Dennis. What's up, man? I saw pictures of that little itty bitty amount of snow you have. What do you have now? 24 below zero on Friday. Ow! Where do you live again? The North Pole? Yeah, I'm going between the house and the garage. I'm just carrying a shovel with me back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what I've done all day. 24 below zero, guys. You hear that? Randy, if your truck's last you a month on a battery, something's shorted somewhere, something's drawing, something's doing something. That's a given. My T-Bird does that. It has a battery shut off on the race car because it does that. You ended up with 11 inches. Wish that's all we got. We're still at 19, and it's going that way. Heck yeah. That's right. You're in northern Michigan, Tim. Now I remember. Man, I can't believe the snow y'all got going on up there. That's ridiculous. And just think, we have what? Like 2.5 months left? You know, I think it's going to be time to buy another snowmobile for next year. The funny part is, snowmobiles will skyrocket. Nobody even around here even has them anymore. They have quads instead. So they really don't have them anymore. But it's probably going to be about time to start buying snowmobiles again. Dennis, that tractor, yeah, we're all over winter, believe me. Hey, that tractor y'all got going on, you guys got to check out his channel, Twisted Mopar Garage. That tractor y'all got going on, man, that's really nice. I remember years ago, Tim, that's the way it was here. You plowed it, and then you ended up spending half the day pushing it up. You plowed it again, you pushed it up. And every snowstorm, it got weird. It got to a point that there was nowhere you could go. At least I have a dump trailer now. I can haul it away if it gets too much. I just have to figure out where to put the coal. You guys ought to see that tractor on his Twisted Mopar channel. That tractor's really coming out good. Put a lot of time in that. Snow till April. Something's making those things draw, Randy. Guys who just came on, if you know, Randy said the batteries in his Suburban last, what, I think he said 2 years. But in his pickup truck, the batteries last a month. Wow. Something's wrong. I mean, he's got a draw going on. Everybody's opinion's welcome. There's a draw going on. Radio's not turning off. Clock, something is making them do that. That's just messed up. Dennis, you should put spray on that tractor. Nothing big, like a 50 shot. That'd be cool. I don't know where Mike is. He ain't been on here a while either. I don't know what he's up to. I haven't talked to him in a while. I was supposed to go out and look at a supercharger setup, but I never got an answer. So I don't know if he has it yet or not. Or at least put a double pumper 4-barrel in that thing. It says apply a QA sticker. What's that mean? Oh, no, we already tried this. We're not doing this because the last time I did that, the thing was stuck in the middle of the screen right there, for like 3 hours, and I couldn't get it off. I think it was ice cream or something. I talked to Jesse. He's being a spoil sport. Hey, oily patch, what's up? Ooh, I'm not into that stuff much, dude. These other guys on here might be, though. Where's Jamie when we need him? Maybe he'll come up. Dennis, you got Jamie's phone number? Can you text him? I don't want to get off the feed here. And get him to come up. Or hit him on Messenger or something. Yeah, he said his batteries only last in the Suburban 2 years. And his pickup truck's only a month? Something's really seriously wrong with that. Any advice on a 2018 Tahoe 5.3 with a PO273 code? Misfire on cylinder 5. Tim, maybe you would know some of these questions. Because I don't know a lot about the Chevy stuff. 5.3 with a misfire in cylinder 5. And Randy says these batteries only last a month in his pickup trucks. Well, I viewed my opinion there. I said, could be a clock. Could be something's got to be steadily drawing. Coil and plug. There you go, oily patch. Try that. Coil and plug. Said, I know nothing about those LS motors whatsoever. So any questions we get on here about that, I have to direct them to somebody else. Injector code number 5. Because this is when I learn stuff. So y'all can just keep right on cranking them out. This is how I learn stuff. And I didn't say I really want to learn it because it is General Motors, but I'll just put it up there for a rainy day. So that would be an injector code. Do the injectors go bad on them things? See, I don't know anything about them. Don't have a carburetor. Just bought in Tahoe and it was fine till I got home about 2 hours away from the dealership. Then it started throwing the injector and misfire. I swapped the plug and wire from number 1 and drove it 4 hours. Well, once you drove it, did it go away? No problem, then it threw it again. You guys read that? I mean, he did the first thing I would have done. I would have swapped from one cylinder to the other to see what it did, but I said, I don't know a lot about that. Check ground and injector wire and ground at PCM as well. Sounds like solid advice to me, that's for sure. Because like I said, I don't know much about LS motors. I'll sit here and learn stuff all night long, but I don't know anything about them. We actually have 7 people on here right now. Are those coils known for going bad on those things? Oh. If they were made in China, they're probably junk. Injection issue, not spark plugs. So does that mean it's a misfire because the injector's not getting the right signal, or does that mean the injector is dirty and it's junk? See that? Now you got me asking questions. Said I learned. I'm watching you guys. I'm learning. This is the kind of stuff that I don't want to work on. But it's nice if somebody asks me, I have an idea what's going on. Then I can actually pretend that I know what I'm talking about. You know, I got a spark here today, and it's irritating the hell out of me. It's a bad injector. Can you run like cleaner through them to make that go away or anything? I know I use Berryman in all my stuff, and it seems to make a difference. That's why I was just curious if that makes any difference or not. Get you guys battling. Say, yo, that's what's wrong with it. No, that's what's wrong with it. No, that's what's wrong with it. No, that's what's wrong with it. That's what I want to get seeing. That'd be awesome. No Jamie tonight. He said, I haven't been able to get a hold of him. And I called him like 3 or 4 times during the week. Nothing. I get off here tonight, I'll call him because I doubt he's doing anything. Outside chance of a plug injector. It sounds to me like they're just junk. You need to put like the Godzilla motor in that thing or something. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. How come you didn't just take it back to the dealer? Or was it an as is, no warranty type thing? In other words, bend over with no Vaseline and they're going to finish the job. Obviously, you kind of realize that they finished the job before you got home. Apparently. Did it burn or just no? I hate car dealers in general. I think you're all crooks. No offense to all your car dealers out there that might be watching, but I've had more to run in with most of you guys, and you all do the same thing, and you're all worried about the same thing. There's only 1 or 2 that I've ever dealt with that I go back to that I never had an issue with, and they eventually change hands, and the same people aren't there, and they suck too. So I don't go to them anymore either. I just don't go. I have a newer Kia, and that's going to last me for the rest of my life, hopefully. Wow, that was pretty brutal. Damn, should I hold the plunger instead? Wow. Tim, that was the last person I seen using the pointer you have was way better looking. Damn. Well, you are right. I mean, I clean up a little bit when I feel like it, but then I wreck my image. Oh, here we go. 250,000 kilometers. Does somebody want to convert that into English? Okay, you know what? Everybody's upset about the big pointers, so I'm going to find my little one. Ta-da! Yeah, what does kilometers mean? Except it looks like many. But I like that question. Why didn't you take it back to the dealer? Did it help anything yet? Maybe you should put some like mothballed and bourbon or something in that thing. Did you really give it some, nuclear? There, I have a little one now. See? You're lucky I didn't find my chicken yet. I'm working on that. It's out in the yard or something playing, apparently, because I can't find it. So, Tim, what have you been working on? Anything good? I got a tractor working on. I don't know if you were here, but you need to check out on Dennis's channel, man. That tractor he's working on, he's doing a really nice job with that. Oh, sure. There's a gal on YouTube that reviews cars and she uses a pointer like that. What, you want me to shave my legs and my face and stuff and then we'll start again? I'm not wearing a skirt. Don't even think about it. I'll wear shorts, but I ain't wearing no skirt. Oh, believe me, I'm sure a lot of us out here feel your pain. Smaller kids, business. There's a bunch of us on here right now that feel your pain. Believe me. We know. It's easier to just say, do this and do that. But we know. It's number 5 injector issue with that code. Awesome. Yeah, so we have compassion for that. Wait till they get older and you get bored. I can't believe he said that she's better looking than I am. Like, wow. Like, amazing. I'm going to be like all beside myself like the rest of the night now. I like my bigger one better. I need to get one that's like pink apparently with stripes on it or something. Amazing. But yeah, they grounded us. I don't see us. I just talked to Cody and he was up plowing for Button. Ooh, I don't know. That's a question for you guys. Maybe a different. They make one with the other finger, but I'll get in trouble for that. I don't know, Tim. Maybe you guys or Dennis can answer that. Are those injectors expensive? Are they cheap? I have no clue. You know, is it better off changing them all? You change one. The olden days of doing everything when it was cheap was one thing, but it's not now. Yep, they make a middle finger one. Yes, they do. Oh, they are cheap? Is it that involving to change them? Like an older small block Ford, driver's side simple, passenger side sucks. Because you got to lift the plenum up to do the passenger side. Tim, what are you working on besides clearing snow? What do you got going on in the garage? I know what I got going on in the garage. A snowstorm. $250 a piece. Ow! Do they come with Vaseline? I don't mean for putting them in. I mean Vaseline for other reasons. You know, I saw a thing the other day on TikTok, whatever. She showed a picture of Anchorage, Alaska, and the thermometer thingy was at minus 65. Wow, they give me a dry. Oof. That's amazing. I don't know what them things cost down here. Yep. Sorry, guys. Just one of them days. You're going out of heat. In, out, in, out, in, out. It kind of makes you tired after a while. I can't believe that. $250 for one injector. Then you wonder why I don't buy anything new but hamsters. $85 here. And $250. Oh, wait a minute. 250 up there, is that Canadian money or American? Of course, I don't have any clue what the difference actually is, but I think it's different. Canadian. Oh, O'Reilly's. Yeah. So if it's 250 up there, so that's the conversion. Their 250 is our 85. 0.73 to the US dollar. Napa up there. Yeah, I haven't. That's what I do mostly Napa down here. Because they actually know what they're talking about. Excuse me, guys. And the problem is, you go to Advanced Auto or you go to one of the Autos Suck or Evil Zone or whatever. The first thing you're making model. They don't have a clue the kind of stuff that we do most of the time. Usually, you're making model, maybe suspension and a radiator, maybe rear end parts, but like motor, transmission, your make and model just does not compute. You got to go where the old guys are. They actually have a clue what you're talking about. Almost as much as I don't, but I try most of the time. As long as it's Ford, I figure it out. But that's the way those places are. How about I order a speedy sleeve? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Ordered a speedy sleeve for the truck, right? That speedy sleeve was $55 a piece. Well, yeah, I change engines all the time. Whatever you get is never good enough. Look at that Mopar you have. That engine was junk stock, and look what it does now. See, there you go. My T-Bird V6, junk, gone. $289 now. Look at my truck. Police Interceptor 460. Now it really has a motor in it. Before it had a wimpy 460. That's why these places, I have to go in and tell them what I want. Do you know, they look at you like you have two heads when you walk in and say, I want a fuel pump for a 1980 or a 1985 5.0, which was still carburetor, with a return line on the pump. They look at you like you're something from Men in Black. And they do make them. So normally what I do is, that's why I go to Napa in town, because if you go in the back room, they still have those. And Dennis will know what I'm talking about for sure. They still have those books that are that thick. Believe it or not. That doesn't mean they can get everything that's in them, but they still have them books that are that thick. You can hit somebody over the head with, and they might actually grow a brain, you know. And they have all them old part numbers in. They have all that stuff in them yet. That's like one of the only places left around here that are like that. There's a guy over the hill in Beach Haven, but his prices are complete. I mean, he's got all that old stuff, and his prices, dude, the starter's like $150. I get AutoZone for $40. I'm like, yeah, okay. But those old guys, man, they are, with those auto parts places, they are far and few. Well, at least you knew about the old auto parts. Did you have to do your make and model right away? Wow, you're spending like 9 hours a day plowing snow? Yeah, that's not very productive, that's for sure. Apparently, Michigan is where I wouldn't want to live. That's why I said we have one in town here that has those books in it yet. I mean, usually you got to cross-reference and everything to find what is in them books to see if they actually make it, but they actually have those books yet. It gets hard to find this old stuff. Stuff from even by 1981 Ford. I'm on all the forums on Facebook, and if you're not, it's hard to get parts. I don't know about Michigan and stuff, but oh yeah, I'm a Ford guy through and through. No, they don't. See, the reason I became a Ford guy was because in high school, everybody had Chevy, and that was all I heard about was Chevy. I bought a 1985 Mustang GT, and I've been doing Fords ever since. But I do have a Chevy Corvette in the garage now, up on the lift. The motor's half junk, but it did unstick. Now it has a mouse in it, I think, probably, because it turns over like 320 degrees and it goes. Then you get it the other way and it goes all the way around. It goes. It feels like there's a sponge in there. Well, when I got it, there were no spark plugs in, so that's why it didn't turn over at all. So I finally, with all you guys kept telling me to use acetone and transmission fluid, and we broke her loose, and it's smooth like nothing till it gets that spot. So now I'm being told that some mouse had a stupid idea and got down in the cylinder. And because the compression on them is a little bit higher, so your dome or piston's a little bit higher, that's what's happening. It's turning around and it's getting squished, and that's why it won't go. And then it gets stuck. Then I got to try to get it back the other way. So now we're going to pull the cylinder heads off it. Yay. But while I'm at it, we're getting rid of the Terminator, whatever you call that thing on top of the motor. And I actually got a stealth intake for it, a Wien stealth intake. I have a Street Demon carburetor. I'm going to get a distributor and put some headers on it with a fuel pump regulator thingamajiggy and get rid of all of that stuff. So that's what we're going to work on. Whoa, I got to back up here. You guys are blowing me away here. Okay, where is the pointer? There you are. Moving to Ohio or Florida? Tim, good idea. Ohio's got a lot of drag racing and stuff. Florida? Yeah, too hot. Oh, you still have books here. You get Dennis, you kept your books. I have a bunch of them. I like the old International Scouts myself. What's a good carb? Set up for 79,302. Well, to be honest with you, if that thing is stock, I hate to say it, but if that's stock and you didn't do anything to it, that stock carburetor is not terrible for that. It's not. I mean, you could put like a Holly 500 on it and you might gain some, but you're also going to lose like that little bit of economy and torque. So a Holly 350, the Holly carburetors are all really expensive. But if you want, that's what I would say. What's wrong with it? I have a 77 Thunderbird out here with a 400 in mine. I mean, what's wrong with it that you think you need a carburetor for it? Because unfortunately, changing the input, a 4-barrel on that, and a carburetor for, hey, Uriah, how's it going there, bud? We were wondering where you were. But changing the carburetor on that and putting a 4-barrel on it, you're really not going to gain anything. They got a wimpy cam, very small camshaft. They have that 650 Holly won't do anything on there. Sorry, Dennis. They're too wimpy. They're low compression. They're 8-to-1 compression. They got a baby cam. The heads completely suck. So putting that 4-barrel on will benefit you nothing, except using your wallet a lot. Heck, I even got a 400 in mine. It's got the stock 2-barrel on. And you want to know something? That thing will blow the tires off. I mean, it's about dead at 4,000, but fuel economy is good. It'll light the tires up. No, you're right. Jamie is not here. I don't know what his malfunction is. I've been trying to call him for, well, last week. I think I called, or is it this week yet? This week yet. I called him like 3 times. I don't know what's up. I'm kind of worried. Last time I talked to him, he said his family was sick. And he was like being a nanny, sort of. So maybe he'll pop in here. Even the cams don't do a lot in that. There's no compression. .302s are what I like do a lot of. Well, let me tell you, the one I have out here, the 302 truck block with the pistons turned around backwards. It's got a factory 94 Thunderbird high output 302 cam shaft in it, which is a 93 Cobra cam with different rockers. It's got a set of Liberty aluminum heads, 202 160s, a Wee and Stealth, a 700 double pumper, and a 5-speed with 410s. And that thing will do 6,500 or 7,000 RPM all day long. And that runs good. I run the quarter and 13 a little better with that, which isn't rocket, but it makes power. But when I started, yeah, like you said, a Ford 302 2-barrel, there, you might as well just put a top end kit in it right out the gate. Smaller chambers, then you can put a bigger cam in it, better flowing heads, 4-barrels, some headers. Yeah. That's what I would do. And there's probably, like, I deal with Allstate carburetor and Long Island. I don't know what it would cost for you to do it, but they do all of my modifications, and they will rebush the shafts in it. They go over the whole thing, and they're actually pretty reasonable. But the stock one, look up Allstate Carburetor, give them a call, ask for Jared. They're actually working on my carburetor for the truck right now. We're changing boosters in it. They're going to rebush the shafts. They're changing, they're going to annual discharge boosters in it. They're going to modify the air bleeds. We're building it for torque and fuel economy. I mean, they're one of the best around that I know that I've ever dealt with. But yeah, Allstate Carburetor. They're out on Long Island. Ask for Jared. Give them a call. Like, I don't know what their phone number is offhand. I don't know where their card is. It's around here somewhere. I wish I could find it, but I don't know where it is. But yeah, look at that. Allstate Carburetor out on Long Island. I said, just call and ask for Jared. Uriah, I don't know. Maybe he is sick. See, the thing is with those old carbs, like I said, the shaft bushings are one of the first things that they wear out. And I said, my recommendation is give them a call. A couple $100, but you know what? It'll be right. I don't know what it would cost to send it there, but it'll be right when it's done. The biggest thing is, Randy, the compression is way low. Oh, you put like a 450 4-barrel on that? Well, yeah, you have really small primaries, and then you might gain a little bit, but like I said, you got to do a lot. But that's my recommendation. If the motor is all rebuilt, yeah, you're right, Randy. The best thing to do is just rebuild the whole thing if you're able to make it to go fast. But if it's stock, that's what I recommend. Send it out where they can rebush the throttle shafts in it. They can clean all the internals. They will go everything. And when you get it back from them guys, if the Allstate Carburetor does it, it'll be right. It'll be perfect. Said I don't have his phone number off the top of my head. I really should have a card here all the time. Maybe it's in here. Give me 1 second. If I can move with my sciatic nerve acting up. Oh, yeah. Oh. Here you go, guys. I didn't know where it was. It's close. I'll keep it in the drawer from now on. Here you go. The phone number is 631. I'll type the phone number in. 631 space 234 8327 8327. Allstate carburetor. Here you go. Tell them Rick from the Allgaiers Garage sent you, and he would fit and then talk to him, and he'll fix you up. You're right. You bought a Chevy motorhome for $450. What are you gonna do with that? You're not willing to drive it yet, are you? Of course, then again, in the back, if they don't know, what will hurt them? Heck, I was driving stuff at 13, 14 years old. Thank you. See, that's a 2300 carburetor, and I've never heard good luck about anybody rebuilding them like on their workbench, because they just have issues, stuff that you need. They say you got to rebush shafts in them and stuff like that, and so that's why you're better off just getting them guys. And so they're not terrible. You get it back, it'll be right. Because obviously the jetting and everything is the way it should be. They're just going through it. They're, they'll rebush it. They'll make sure everything is right, and then it'll be good. Now, another trick with them things is their timing is very weak on them. Ford is very weak with their timing. 12, 14 degrees initial is almost a must. That makes a big difference. Set it with your vacuum advance unplugged. Do 12, 14 degrees initial, and that helps quite a bit. You could have a vacuum leak. See, a lot of people say, oh, the carburetor's messed up. It doesn't run, but Dennis will probably agree with me. The first thing you do, you gotta have your timing right. If you're playing with the carburetor and your timing is weak, well, you're trying to band-aid something. And I already know, I bought carburetors for almost nothing because they said they were garbage. Like that one that's on my T-Bird. Before I sent out the Allstate carburetor to get the downlink boosters put in it, I bought that from WinGap. The kid sold it to me cheap as hell. You know why? He said it was messed up. Guess what was wrong with it? The main vacuum line in the back underneath where you couldn't see it was gone. The rack cap was there. So they couldn't, no matter what they did with it, they couldn't get it right. So he did that. I brought it home. I put it on. Same thing. I put another one on. I set my timing. I got everything perfect. And then I took it off and put this one on. So I knew my timing was perfect before I put the other carburetor on. Timing is big. Oh, so you're inside with your motorhome cleaning? Does the heater work good in it? Oh, yeah, chrome makes everything go fast. Ceramic coating does now, too. But, yeah, timing is huge. You got to make sure your timing is right. Even if you bolt a new carb on there, make sure that timing is right. And like I said, on a small block 302 Ford, 12, 14 degrees initial, out the gate. Every one I've ever had. Now, the only exception to that rule is my big block 460. Because with the police interceptor, the quench chamber style heads, it's completely opposite. That truck does not want more than 6 degrees initial. When you give it more, it starts idling funny, it loses power, so you got to cut it back. But like on that thing you got there, if that's a stock motor, 8-to-1 compression, open chamber heads, probably like 65 cc, 67. You have no chrome. Tim, you have no chrome? Oh my God. You got to have chrome. Back in the day, chrome used to be like chick magnet stuff. Open the hood, there was chrome everywhere. Like, oh my God. No chrome? I can't even believe the thing will even idle with no chrome. Wow. Could at least do like a Craigslist rebuild, like spray chrome or something. That's better than nothing. So you have stock. Like you said, the first thing you bang that timing up. You guys have done it different. Feel free to throw it out there. But that's what I do with my low compression wimpy Ford motors to start. 12, 14 degrees initial timing. And then once that's done, play with the carburetor. That's the way I do it. And actually, it makes a difference. That time, because Ford is very lazy, very, very lazy on timing. Some of them, if you're lucky, you'll get 10 degrees. But usually they're 4, 5, 6 degrees. And there's a lot left on the table. You're my biggest fan. Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, but polished Bogarts don't count. They're not under the hood. Jeez. I don't have any chrome on my dually, except for the bumpers. Yep, except for the bumpers, I don't have any chrome on that thing. Even a T-Bird. Motor, there's a motor. No, even the Thunderbird, there's no chrome in that motor. I picked the vintage stuff. T-Bird, messages held for review. Okay, who's being an ass now? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Tim, you said all black under the hood and they held it for review. A bunch of hand jobs. But I look for the exotic stuff, like my truck. When I get it back, do the carburetor, when I want to pull the valve covers off and run the rack and make sure everything's perfect. Well, I have the original 71 Police Interceptor valve covers for that, aluminum finned valve covers for the Interceptor heads, which is the same head as the 429 Cobra Jet and Super Cobra Jet. You only had it factory. They were glass beaded. That's it. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like. I care less about chrome. Chrome doesn't make it look like it's used. That truck, I like to make it look like it's used. And on the car, on the T-Bird, I have a set of original Mickey Thompson valve covers that I found in a junkyard. That's who I am. That's the kind of stuff I like to do. Like, I bought a new radiator for the truck because on a hard pull, it's been get up to 205. And my engine builders both said, you got ARP stuff, the best head gaskets, blah, blah. Don't even worry about it. It doesn't matter. It bothers me. The radiator doesn't leak. It's starting to build up corrosion inside a little bit, but it's a big, like. So I bought an aluminum one for it off of American Radiator. And it's rated for tow rating of 14,000 pounds or better, which is all well and great. But the problem is it's shiny. Ugh, it's polished aluminum. I don't know how to wreck that, but I got to figure out how to make that go away because it just does not fit the theme of the truck. So I got to see if I could like make the tanks dull and paint the sides of them or do something because it's not. I just don't like it. But see, so you can see how much I like chrome. I don't. The old radiator was only clear coated on the top. It wasn't even made nice black. It was clear coated to show it was used. The intake manifold in that truck isn't even painted. It was glass bead at a machine shop. I purposely left it sit outside for like a week. I left it sit outside for like a week till it started to get that tinted rust, and then I clear coated it and I put it on the truck. That's who I am. That's who Allgaiers Garage is. That's the way we like to do stuff. Give it character. Give it personality. Don't just make it shiny. Who cares about shiny? I don't care about shiny. Does this look shiny to you? Look at that. Woof. That's scary right there. Damn. I'm not modern. Okay. KOA Patch, thanks for coming up. Maybe we'll see you next weekend. Daddy time calls. Yes, sir. We all know, believe me. Have a good one, man. Stay safe. Modern? I'm not modern. I pull a camper in a car trailer with an 1881 Ford truck. But let me tell you something. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Cody Burnett that works on my truck, he does all the work to it. Not the engine and the transmission, but like suspension. And I just had him to go over the bearings, put a steering box on it. Yeah, it's stuff I didn't want to do. He said, that is the most pleasure. See how big my head's getting? That is the most pleasure that he has had working on anything in a long time. He said that thing come apart like nothing. He didn't get his hands dirty. He said the doors even close on it. They sound like there's actually doors. He said, amazing. Now my head's going to get big, see? I said, that's right. That's right. So, there you have it. Old is good. And you ought to see some of the looks to get with that truck, especially pulling a big-ass camper. And she pulls that camper like it's not even back there. There you go. That's the way I look at it, too. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's neat to have something nice and clean and spotless, like in the Old Man's Garage channel. I mean, yeah, he has neat stuff. Nice and clean and spotless, but can you imagine the money they spend on that? Like, I couldn't deal with spending some of the money on that stuff because to me it's not... Everybody has their niche, I guess you could call it. Mine is keep it clean under the hood. Like I said, you look at the top of my radiator... The paint peeled off it for years, all kinds of stuff. What did I do? I wire brushed it a little bit, got all the chunks off, I clear coat it. That's who we are. That's what I do. Just like my intake. Everybody's different. What? A 5.4? You mean the Ford motor? The 5.4? In an S10? Am I reading that right? Tim, you're saying a Ford motor in an S10. 5.4. Are you talking about the Lightning motor? Is what you're talking about? I got to call you one of these days. Yeah, man-made weather. Yeah, Uriah. Unfortunately, I'm not making it. In an S10? Dude, stock that thing would probably... I bet you that'd be a 10-second truck right out the gate. If you had it set up right, and one of the biggest things, depending on how big your wallet is, which I'm sure when you're taking that motor, it's probably a hell of a lot bigger than the Allgaiers Garage wallet. You put a Whipple charger in that thing and bump the injectors up and get rid of that factory one, oh yeah, that's almost 200 horsepower right there. That thing would be fun, and it would be... I got to see pictures of that if you do it. Because you open the hood and they see a Ford motor in that thing. Oh my God. Billy the Kid would probably melt to the ground if he saw that. Just like that Chevelle. You see that Chevelle running around? With the Godzilla motor in it? Or is it a Coyote motor? I forget, but it's got a Ford motor and it's like a 70 or 71. That's great. And that thing runs too, man. Twin turbos and stuff. Is that what they are? I thought they were like 390 horse or something like that, but it's 500? Oh, shit. Yeah, I thought factory, they were like 3.9, or wait, no, that's a 4.6 version. Is that what that is, factory? I didn't know they were that high. I always wanted one of them trucks too, but they were ungodly expensive. I think they're cool as hell. But I probably would have gotten like a whole lot of trouble with that. So yeah, if you put a set of do a different blower on there and bump the fuel up, man, that thing would probably make 700 horsepower. That thing would be fun. I think that's all an aluminum motor too. You know what really make it cooler? You put a stick behind it. Question is, what would you have stick to stand up to it? But I just like racing sticks. Everybody's different. Consistency, you can't beat that automatic, but just plain out fun, stick, man, all the way. My Corvette, I'm gonna hit you guys up. Okay, 390 from the factory, a 5-pound pulley on a special tune. But like I said, if you get rid of that factory blower and you put a Ken Bell in there, a Whipple charger, the difference is night and day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit some of you guys up because this Corvette that I have is 87, 86. One of them years. 80, 86. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, 86. It's automatic. I don't want to keep that in there. That to me is no. My play toys are like stick. So I'm going to want to put a stick in that car. So hopefully y'all can help me find, without breaking my wallet completely into pieces, y'all can help me find what I want to put in that car. A standard, like a 5-speed. 13 pounds of boost. Yeah, you go much higher than that, though, then you probably won't do much more because your intake charge is going to get too hot. I would think. Okay, why do we hold this one? Don't forget to do the rear end through Oreo shake it. What? Yes, you're right. I like now Thunderjet dually. I was gonna put a stick in it, but fate changed that, and I had it automatic here with only 46,000 original miles of C6, and I ended up finding a gear vendor's overdrive for it. So all said and done, I have like $2,000 wrapped up in the motor and transmission total. So that's why it got an automatic. And to be quite honest with you, I like it. It works good. I can split gears with the automatic with the overdrive, and you're not shifted all the time, and so I like it. But my play toys, oh yeah, we're talking 5-speed or 4-speed all the way. That's why that Corvette, I want to convert it. I don't want to keep a stick in it. I mean, an automatic in it. The automatic that's good. I talked to Cody because he actually rebuilds them on the side, and he told me that they actually have a pretty good automatic in them. It's a $700 Ford, but it has all the good stuff in it, whatever he meant by that. So you can still put a shift kit in it, but eventually, I want to stick. That's what I heard. Oh, well, if he did, I'm sure if Tim does the rear end on that thing, he's probably going to put like a 9-inch back there. Because you can buy the whole 9-inch for that truck. So I'm sure that's what he'll do right out the gate. Like you can tell by some of the stuff he's building. He's been around the block more than once, and he knows what'll take it and what won't. Okay, Uri, I don't know how long we're going to be on here yet, just so you're aware of that. I'm already on here over an hour, but good talks going on, so we're hanging around for a little while. But Randy, if that's a stock rear end, no, that isn't going to do much. Okay, Tim said it's done until I put new rods, better cams, and 2.3 Ken Bell. And yes, I already have a 9-inch. See, I told you, I knew that. Man, I don't even think I would mess around with them rods and everything. I'd put that Ken Bell on there and send it. That's a strong engine. That's a very strong engine in that truck. They will take a lot. What gears you have in that 9-inch? 410? Which I highly doubt you even need with that. You'll probably do like a 355 or 370, but I'm sure you probably have 410s back there. 410, as long as you back it. Not if he already said he has a 9-inch in it, Randy, so you're not going to tear that apart. I mean, I'm not saying they're indestructible, but the stuff you can get in them 9-inch rears now, nodular cases, and some of them aluminum. I mean, the stuff you could get for that, they're pretty much indestructible. They make everything for them. And if you blow a 9-inch rear, you're probably going to break something else along with it. I mean, they're tough. You know, I gave you guys a little tidbit you probably don't know. Did you know Ford made a 9 1/4 rear end? 9 1/4 ring gear. A lot of people don't know that. It came in Ford Thunderbird, like the late 60s. And it will, with 31 splines, it will fit in your regular 9-inch. There's only one bolt hole. It's either the 1 o'clock hole or the 11 o'clock hole. You have to oblong it a little bit, and a 9 1/4 rear end will fit right in there. I found out by stupid luck. Ha! Told you, 410. Yeah, 430 is getting up there. But the thing is, you keep upgrading power like that, you could probably start coming down. You put that kind of power out with those other changes you want, I bet you 350 gear would probably be faster than a 410. Because the bottom end torque that thing is probably making is ridiculous. Even now, the way you have it set up. Put in an S10. You got to send me pictures of that, dude. You got my phone number. Send me pictures of it. Yeah, 389. I have to look twice because I know the 9-inch ratios are kind of weird. My opinion is I think you better out a 373 depending on your tire size, but because you're not moving a lot of weight. You're putting that kind of power to it, you're not moving a lot of weight. That truck, that truck probably doesn't weigh what? I don't think that thing probably weighs 2,800 pounds. The higher gear would probably just bite harder because you're keeping a little bit of that torque off the wheels, but it's something you got to play with. You can always play with tires too, but yeah, you got to send me pictures of that. Just text me a couple of pictures of that, Tim. I want to see that thing. Or send it to me on Messenger. I think you have the Allgaiers Garage on Messenger, don't you? But yeah, I'm curious to see that. We've been on here over an hour. Really? That heavy? That transmission's heavy. That's for sure. The tranny's probably heavy. But that motor, I thought that motor's all aluminum, but then you got the blower and stuff on it. So yeah, 3,100, I guess it's, man, that's almost as heavy as my T-Bird. That's messed up. I'm sticking around on here a little bit yet, and then I get to go back out and play with snow. I'll have to give you a shout some night. Oh, that's the iron block motor. Well, yeah, that's where the weight is then. I'll have to give you a call some night, Tim. Usually I start calling people around 9 o'clock because I know you all are on that mid-time or whatever. I'll have to give you a shout some night. That's basically when I talk on the phone the most, when I'm out at work, you know. That's when I usually give Randy a call. I usually talk to Mike. I haven't talked to Mike in over a week. I don't know what he's up to. I said I'm going to try Jamie when I get off the phone and see if he answers his phone tonight. Oh, you are the same time zone? Okay. I'll have to remember that. Usually it's like 8 o'clock. But I know I put you in my phone. I just got to find you. Wow. We really went down through the stuff today. I definitely want pictures of that, though. What a sleeper. Huh. Like, what made you decide to use a Ford motor? When I get my live stuff straightened out, you guys, like, I'll get a hold of you. Maybe we could do a live together one night or something. But the problem is it doesn't work right. There's something wrong. I keep dumping. It just doesn't work right. I have another platform I'm trying to use. I just haven't gotten it straightened out yet. No time, man. As you know, no time. There you go. I know the old man's garage does that too. Someday I want to do that, but affording a motor and a drive line like that, I just want to do power to it. I'd be good with that, you know. Wow, got a lot of comments tonight. Jesus. Man. All right, I'm going to get off here. Thanks everybody for jumping on her tonight. Pick out the right tires, it would be a beast. Oh yeah, it'd definitely be a beast. So I'm going to get off for tonight. I'll talk to you guys again soon, hopefully. Stay safe. Don't plow too much snow, and we'll try to hit you next Friday or Saturday night. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for coming on board. Be safe. Peace.